Alright, as we move forward with the program tonight, tag team action for the first time ever. Team Splendid, Bobby C and Sensational Fabulous locking it up with Eddie and Ray, the Gunz brothers.
This next tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, both hailing from Beverly Hills, California, at a splendidly combined weight of 444 splendid pounds, Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabulous Team Splendid.
Splendid in stereo, Bobby C and Fabulous. They came in and no one took them seriously at first.
That happens with new tag teams from time to time, like when Wild Fortune was starting out. But Team Splendid has turned out to be no laughing matter. They've been racking up win after win lately, and they just moved up to the next level. And the Gunz brothers are the bosses of that level.
Bobby and Fabi have proven they can hang with some of the best we've got on the roster, and they know the Gunz brothers by reputation. They understand how important this match will be to the rise up the ranks, one way or the other.
Yep, it is sink or swim for Team Splendid against the Gunz brothers, and man, I don't know. We'll just have to see how this one all shakes out, guys.
And their opponents accompanied by Angie Angel-Gunz from the Bronx, New York, at a combined weight of 475 pounds, Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz, and El Jefe Ray Gunz, the Gunz brothers. The boys looking like a couple of plainclothes NYPD cops tonight, just missing their badges on chains.
That Gunz family unity on display with Angie Angel-Gunz standing ringside for her dad and her Uncle Ray. And they just brought Josie Rod and Lisa Rivera, Las Reinas, into the fold. This family, very influential within our WL, and Eddie and Ray are in fact taking Team Splendid very seriously.
The boys told me earlier today that they used to see Team Splendid as a novelty tag team called Bobby and Fabi, the Harlem Globetrotters of wrestling.
They may take Team Splendid seriously, but damn, that's a left-handed compliment and a half. Yeah, that was Eddie Gunz, wasn't it? He's sarcastic. Oh, man. El Jefe and Splendid Bobby C starting this one off. The referee rings the bell. They come center ring. Splendid Bobby C with a couple of kicks and a left and a right. A chop across the hip. Whoa! Series of shots. Takes down El Jefe and quickly comes in. Sensational Fabulous on the tag. El Jefe Ray Gunz counters. Couple of chops into a backbreaker for Fabulous. Going for a quick cover. 1, 2. Get a 2 count that early on. Oh, that ain't bad. El Jefe with a headbutt to Fabulous. And here comes Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz. Angie Angel-Gunz standing ringside. The lineup changes with the Gunz brothers all the time. Sometimes it'll be Angie. Sometimes it'll be Dynamite Jeannie Parker for Mr. Ringside. And sometimes Rossi Flowers for El Jefe Ray Gunz. I guess they just like to rotate things. Sensational Fabulous with a discus punch to El Jefe Ray Gunz. Here comes Splendid Bobby C. As El Jefe rolls out to the floor, Mr. Ringside catches the right hand, and he's going to catch a hell of a lot more than a right hand. He's going to catch 10 of them right now. Right across the chest. El Jefe Ray Gunz apparently arguing with some fans at ringside, doesn't see what's going on. And his brother just took a spill to the outside. Ray Gunz locks it up with Splendid Bobby C. Has him up for the vertical suplex and nails it. Bobby C catches a chop to the side of the head from El Jefe Ray Gunz. Ray gathers him up. The Splendid one catches a couple of shots, a kick. Quick evasion, a little Olay there from Splendid Bobby C, who opens up with a series of shots and takes El Jefe down to the canvas. El Jefe Ray Gunz finding himself on the receiving end here. All of a sudden and out of no place, As Splendid Bobby C starts to assert it for his team. Here comes Sensational Fabulous again. El Jefe looking for the exit off the freeway, and here it comes. Mr. Ringside comes in on the attack. Ooh, catches a running kick right to the face. A driving knee, or two or three, from Sensational Fabulous. Set of hard right hands and a stomp to the midsection. Mr. Ringside quickly back up. Both guys missed the running kick. How about that? A backbreaker from Eddie Gunz. Fabulous. This catching shots to the throat. Oh, man. Ow. Ooh, ow. Whoa. Man. Well, that was vicious. Fabulous rolls up to a standing position, takes Eddie Gunz down with a kick to the side of the head, follows it up with a kick to the leg. Mr. Ringside down on the canvas and in trouble. Angie Angel-Gunz looking on. Her dad's taking a beating here. El Jefe with a chief shot. Stuns Fabulous long enough for Mr. Ringside to set up that back suplex. Masters of that kind of chicanery. The Gunz brothers. Fabulous in the Gunz brothers corner. Getting his arm yanked. Kick to the midsection. And oh man. Raking the eyes right across the top rope. Mr. Ringside whips Fabulous to the far corner. Gets him down into a seated position and starts putting the boots to him. A blatant choke. He's going to try and strangle Sensational Fabulous. He's going to roll him over, go for the cover here. One. Only just the one. Fabulous still in the game. Mr. Ringside locks him up. Escorts him back towards the corner head first. Fabulous counters. Gets himself out of the corner, but Mr. Ringside right there locks him up. Another headlock punch to a now busted open Fabulous. Sensational Fabulous making his way to the corner. Here comes Splendid Bobby C. Mr. Ringside charges, catches a running boot to the face from Splendid Bobby C. Here comes El Jefe Ray Gunz on the tag. He catches a running kick and down he goes. Man, Splendid Bobby C. showing out over here. Wrist clutch stomps to the back of El Jefe Ray Gunz. Another running kick. El Jefe counters with both boots quickly, gets back up quickly, gets a hold of Splendid Bobby C before he can kick him again. Vertical suplex. Oh, man. El Jefe goes behind the knee to the head of Splendid Bobby C. Here comes Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz again. Bobby C back up, drives the knee into Eddie Gunz's head. Winds him up. There's the clothesline. Goes after El Jefe. Enziguri puts El Jefe out on the floor. As Mr. Ringside lays in a heel hook stretch on Splendid Bobby C. Bobby rounded back up by Mr. Ringside. Whoa! Snap suplex. A forceful one. Mr. Ringside. Oof! Leg scissor stomp. And now Mr. Ringside with all the momentum on his team's side. The Splendid Bobby C making his way to the corner. And here he is. Sensational Fabulous makes the tag. Mr. Ringside right there to greet him. Has him up over the shoulder, hangs him up off the top rope. Down goes Sensational Fabulous. The Gunz brothers regaining control of things here. Eddie Gunz whipped to his own team's corner by Fabulous. Fabulous with a shot to the back. Turns it on El Jefe, and Enziguri puts him back on the floor again. Okay. Fabulous tries for the suplex, but catches a chop block to the back of the knee from Eddie Gunz. Whip to the ropes. Flapjack face first into the mat goes Fabulous. Mr. Ringside pulls him up into a leg lock. Releases the hold. Turns it on Splendid Bobby C. Steps out onto the apron with Bobby. Slams him into the lip of the apron. Out goes Bobby. Dropkick fails to connect on Fabulous. Fabulous with a kick right to the face of Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz. The referee already counting. Head first into the ring post. It's into the ring post time with the title on the line. You can play at any time, even if you're 99. Into the ring post time. Okay. Flatliner on the floor for Sensational Fabulous. A series of chops and kicks. A clubbing overhand right to Bobby C. And right back face down on the mat on the floor again. Sensational Fabulous catches a hard right. The referee continuing to count here. And this one's degenerated into a brawl, which I knew sooner or later that was going to happen. Fabulous rolled back inside the ring. Mr. Ringside takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Here it goes, diving elbow. Nails Fabulous. Rolls him over, covers and hooks the leg. One. Almost a two. But Bobby C. breaks it up but knocks out the referee. Well, that's a hell of a way to do it. Mr. Ringside, another leg scissor stomp. The Sensational Fabulous as El Jefe comes in. And the referee's still waiting to wake up here. Fabulous laid out center ring. El Jefe goes to the top turnbuckle here. Far right corner, referee finally coming to. Here we go. Double axe handle doesn't find the mark. A shot to the midsection from Fabulous instead. Wrist clutch kick to the side of the head. Ray Gunz getting it back together as Splendid Bobby C comes in on the tag. El Jefe locks him up, knee to the head of Splendid Bobby C. Bobby counters with a nasty right. Quickly back up. Catches an even nastier knee from El Jefe. And there we go. Those nasty shots right to the throat. Oh, man. That's... the Gunz brothers don't play. Leg sweep from Bobby C. A set of shots and a stomp to the midsection to El Jefe Ray Gunz. Oh man, Splendid Bobby C with a series and a back fist and a rebound off the ropes. Flying punch takes El Jefe down. And here comes Fabulous again. We're well halfway over in this match and still ain't got no sign of a winner. It's been a good one. Fabulous goes right back in on El Jefe Ray Gunz. Now both these guys are busted open. Well, El Jefe counters with a right. Sets it up. Fabulous catches the vertical suplex. Ray Gunz rounds him up. Fabulous locked up. Whip to the ropes. And, oh, big time spine buster right there. There's the cover. But Splendid Bobby C saving the day for his team again. Fabulous rolls to the outside. El Jefe takes himself to the top turnbuckle, changes his mind about it, goes after Bobby C instead. Brings him in over the top rope. Tags him with an overhand right. And here comes Mr. Ringside again. Just in time to pick up the pieces. Fabulous and El Jefe on the outside. Mr. Ringside with a discus punch to Bobby C. Bobby C being stopped here but saved by Fabulous, who goes for the cover. One. Just the one, says the referee. Stomp to the midsection from Fabulous. Stomp to the arm. Mr. Ringside brought back up to a standing position. Whip to the ropes. A collision with no result. A shot that spins around Mr. Ringside. Reverse Ramon's carry. Knee to the head. DTS right there. Cover and a hook of the leg. One. Two. Eddie Gunz kicking out of the pin. Fabulous brings Bobby C back into the mix. Here he comes, drop kick. Takes Eddie Gunz right down before he can get back up. He counters quickly, gets back up on his feet anyway. Bobby C whipped to the corner. Mr. Ringside with a clothesline. Spins Bobby C out to the floor. Covers. Sensational Fabulous. One more time. Saving the match for his team as Mr. Ringside takes himself to the top turnbuckle here. Splendid Bobby C to a standing position. Here it goes. Missile shoulder. Man. A hard one too. Bobby C rounded up. Knee to the head and down he goes. Stunned stupid. Mr. Ringside on the outside with Splendid Bobby C and the referee counting. Bobby C rounded up. Counters with elbows to the midsection. Gets himself out of danger for the moment. Rolls Mr. Ringside back inside the ring. And this one's going to continue right here. Oh, knee to the head. Go behind by Eddie Gunz. Shot to the back. Bobby C into the corner. Here comes El Jefe on the tag. Tag team double shot right here. Kick to the midsection. He is setting up the flatliner. Look at this. Boom. There it is. Could be the end right here. 1, 2. Damn if it almost was. Oh, Bobby C kicking out some way, somehow. The Gunz brothers firmly in control of things. Splendid Bobby C staggers to his feet. El Jefe on the top turnbuckle. Oh, missile shoulder fails to find the mark. Bobby C steps to the outside, comes on back in. A knee, a right, a kick, a double shot to the midsection. El Jefe into the corner. Bobby C beats it out of town, turns it over to Sensational Fabulous. El Jefe meets him center ring, locks him up. Fabulous catches a spinning neckbreaker from El Jefe. Ray Gunz again with the sadistic series of shots to the throat. I mean, man. Misses with the double boot stomp. Fabulous quickly back up but catches a running knee from Mr. El Jefe. El Jefe charges to Fabulous. An overhand right. And we're back on the outside again. A hard right hand puts him on the floor again. This one's been crazy. Fabulous rolled back inside the ring. Bobby C gets El Jefe back in there. Fabulous drives a knee into the head of El Jefe Ray Gunz. Fabulous whips him to Team Splendid's corner. Here comes Bobby C on the tag. Double team punch. El Jefe counters. Bobby C countered again by El Jefe. Hard shot to the mid. Oof. Hard. And again. He's trying to make him throw up lunch. A hard right hand takes Bobby C down to the mat. El Jefe with a stomp to the leg of Splendid Bobby C. And here he goes. He's winding up for the submission here. Rocking chair submission, but breaks up the hold himself. Here comes Mr. Ringside again. Splendid Bobby C in the corner. Catches a kick. Mr. Ringside with another kick. Look at this. He's just going to strangle him unconscious. And then go. Whoa. Literally did it. Strangled him unconscious. And went for the pin. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, that was callous, but the Gunz brothers pick up the win.
The time, 16 minutes and 36 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, Eddie and Ray, the Gunz brothers.
And the Boulevard boys from the Bronx strike again.
What a freaking tussle, you guys. Full marks to Team Splendid in what turned out to be one of their longest and toughest matches against one of our toughest teams. Marking it in the win column would have been a cooler bonus, but that W goes to the Gunz brothers, and damn if they didn't earn that bad boy.
Our main event when we return.